Imagine waking up tomorrow morning to a world where every single job, yes, every single one, is now handled by artificial intelligence, from doctors and teachers to truck drivers, artists, and even YouTubers like me. But before you panic or celebrate, let's take a deep dive into what this bizarre new reality might actually look like. The first 24 hours would be strange, almost surreal. You might step outside expecting to see the usual bustle of human activity, only to find eerily quiet streets. Coffee shops? No baristas. But don't worry, your cappuccino is still served by a sleek robot arm. Grocery stores? Fully automated. No lines, no cashiers, even the factory workers stocking the shelves? Replaced. Transportation would be unrecognizable. No more traffic jams or human drivers making risky lane changes. Instead, fleets of AI-driven cars, buses, and trucks zip around with inhuman precision. Logistics chains would operate at lightning speed, eliminating delays entirely. And yet, amidst all this efficiency, something would feel off. What happens to us? The billions of humans suddenly rendered unnecessary in the workforce. Economists predict that in this scenario, global unemployment would skyrocket overnight. Imagine waking up to a world where job boards are obsolete, LinkedIn profiles are irrelevant, and job interviews are a thing of the past. Billions of people would face the existential question, if we don't work, who are we? But let's not rush to despair. It's not all doom and gloom. With AI taking care of labor, both physical and mental, humanity might finally be freed from the constraints of survival. No more working long hours just to pay bills or put food on the table. Instead, we could focus on creativity, exploration, and personal fulfillment. This could be a golden age of human potential. Think about it. All the things we never had time for, learning a new language, mastering an instrument, traveling the world, suddenly become possible. Imagine parents spending more time with their kids, people diving into art, philosophy, and hobbies without worrying about making ends meet. The pressure to perform and produce would be replaced by the freedom to live and explore. And it's not just individuals who would benefit. Society as a whole could undergo an incredible transformation. Imagine advancements in science and technology driven by people who are passionate, not pressured. With basic needs met, humanity might focus on solving some of the planet's biggest problems: climate change, space exploration, curing diseases, all without the constraints of profit or corporate interests. But before we get carried away with this utopian vision, let's consider the darker possibilities. Wealth inequality is already a massive issue in the world today. If AI takes over all jobs, who owns the AI? Who controls the machines and reaps the profits? If a handful of megacorporations or ultra-wealthy individuals own the technology, they could become unimaginably powerful. Picture this: a world where a tiny elite class controls the AI that does all the work, while the rest of humanity depends on them for survival. The gap between rich and poor could grow into a chasm so vast it's impossible to cross. The middle class, as we know it, would vanish, and with it, the social stability it provides. Beyond economics, there's the question of purpose. For centuries, work has given humans a sense of identity, structure, and meaning. Whether you're a teacher, a builder, or a musician, your job often becomes a part of who you are. Without jobs, millions, if not billions, of people might struggle with feelings of aimlessness or even depression. What happens when humans no longer feel needed? To address this, some propose Universal Basic Income, or UBI. Under this system, everyone would receive a regular payment from the government to cover their basic needs. It sounds simple, but implementing it on a global scale would be incredibly challenging. How much would people receive? Who pays for it? Would it create a culture of dependency or one of freedom? And let's not forget about the cultural and emotional impact. Some jobs are more than just tasks. They're deeply tied to human experience. Can AI truly replace a teacher who inspires their students, a nurse who comforts a patient, or an artist who pours their soul into their work? Sure, an AI can generate a painting or write a song, but can it replicate the passion, the emotion, the humanity behind those creations? Then there's the issue of trust. If AI is running everything, what happens when it fails? Imagine a glitch in the system causing widespread disruptions, entire supply chains halted, critical healthcare procedures interrupted, or financial systems crashing. Even the most advanced AI is not immune to errors or cyber attacks. Who takes responsibility when things go wrong? Of course, it's not all bad. AI could create jobs that don't exist today. Think about all the new industries that emerged from the invention of the internet. Social media managers, app developers, esports professionals. Similarly, we might see the rise of entirely new fields, from AI ethicists to augmented reality experience designers. But here's the catch. Transitioning to this new world would be incredibly messy. Millions of people would need to be retrained for these future jobs, and not everyone might adapt easily. Entire industries would collapse, leaving countless people behind. The question is, how do we ensure that no one is left out in this massive technological shift? At the core of all these questions is a deeper philosophical issue. What does it mean to be human in a world where machines can do everything we once thought was uniquely ours? If AI can think, create, and even feel, at least in a simulated way, does it blur the line between human and machine? Or does it make our own humanity even more precious? So, if AI took over all jobs tomorrow, would it be a disaster or an opportunity? The truth is, it's probably a bit of both. It would force us to confront the biggest challenges of our time: inequality, ethics, and purpose. But it might also unlock the greatest potential humanity has ever seen. At the end of the day, AI isn't our enemy or our savior. It's a tool. And like any tool, its impact depends on how we choose to use it. The future isn't written yet, and we have the power to shape it. So let's be wise, be kind, and most importantly, stay human. Thanks for watching this episode of the What If channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an upload. And hey, what's your take? Would a world run by AI be amazing or absolutely terrifying? Let's talk about it in the comments.